Have you ever had the feeling that your life has some greater purpose? Do you ever have the sense that you have some sort of a mission that you're here to fulfill? For HSPs, this is not uncommon. You may not be fully aware of it, but if you really are in tune with some of those deeper whispers of your soul, you're going to have this recognition that yes, your life does have some kind of a mission that you are here to fulfill. There is another term called a lightworker, which is associated with HSPs and empaths. Many lightworkers are HSPs and empaths, and I'll explain why. So, first, what is a lightworker? Well, a lightworker is a term for a being who has incarnated into this world in order to raise the vibrational frequency of humanity. It's another way of saying that they came here to embody greater states of love and inner peace and to be of service and to help people. They intend to have very big hearts and they're very compassionate and they have this capacity to do high level work in certain areas. So this actually matches very well with the traits that we are familiar with of HSPs and empaths. So if you are an HSP or an empath and you're watching this video, then you may want to investigate this idea of being a light worker, because the other thing that we know about light workers is that they often have a strong sense of a mission. So that's the whole idea behind being a light worker, which is something that I identify with. Now, I had no idea about this term for many years, but since I was young, I had this weird feeling that my life is meant to play some significant role in the world, and I had no clue what that was. But deep down, I felt like there was something kind of special about me, even though I was going through so many challenges in my childhood and self-worth issues and, feeling like there was something wrong with me, that I didn't fit in. In spite of that, I still felt like there was something that I was supposed to do in this world that was maybe unique and different. So that's another aspect of this. Lightworkers, HSPs, empaths, we are the ones who felt like we never fit in, that there was something wrong with us. And since the world treated us this way, we felt this way. Life was a struggle, but that also supports this idea that, okay, so maybe we're not here to walk the same path as everyone else. Maybe we're here for a special reason, and maybe it's actually important that we have these struggles and challenges in order to prepare us for our mission. If we do have this special mission that could potentially have a big impact positively on the world, then wouldn't it make sense that we had to persevere and overcome various challenges and obstacles? This is true. This is what happens for light workers, is that they have to really do this work to overcome their own stuff first in order to then be of service. So in order to fulfill your mission in life, it requires a few different things. For one, it's a recognition that you may have had this in your life path all along, right? You may have had this sense, and so part of it is aligning your life to this truth. Because I used to think this was just some crazy notion, like, yeah, whatever, that whatever, ideas I might have had when I was younger or as I grew up, so that's just silly childhood fantasy. But then I started working with some gifted mentors, guides, and teachers who had much greater insight into this world, into the role of lightworkers, into the evolution of humanity, and how the consciousness of the world is going on this journey. And especially now more than ever, we're seeing the inflection point of humanity where something's going to have to give soon, and it's all about this ascension in levels of consciousness. So that's sort of the context that we're all operating from. Those who feel like they have a strong mission to fulfill, it has to do with what is going on in the world right now and with what's been going on. Because light workers come to this world to make a difference in order to support the ascension of humanity, to raise the level of consciousness of humanity, to basically spread more love and more light into this world, to make this world a better place. So what does that all mean for you? Well, it means that this is real. This idea of light workers is a real thing, just as much as being an HSP versus a non-HSP is a real thing. And so all that means is that you just start to align your life with this path, with this reality. For me, it meant changing my career. So I had no idea about any of this stuff as a young adult. I graduated from college. Yes, I had ideas of becoming a coach and helping people and making the world a better place. I was 100% in my DNA, but I was like, but that's, who does that? No one can make money being a coach, and, I'm too young, and, this is silly. I just need to get a job. So I got a job, and it was miserable. For 6 years, I was just in a cubicle, pushing paper for a large pharmaceutical company. And then I transitioned into another career selling software. Again, this was not the reason why I was born. It was not to do this work. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't my truth. It wasn't my reality, and my soul knew that. So that caused a lot of problems. And as a result, I couldn't have been farther away from fulfilling my mission in life. I was very far from living the life that was really meant for me, until I got desperate and I was like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. I want to feel good. I want to feel alive. I want to live a good life. And I didn't see any other option. 13 years into my corporate career, which was just 13 years of incredible unhappiness and stress and eventually bad health. Out of desperation, I was like, okay, let me just go become a coach, because it's the only thing that I know in my soul and my heart that's what I really want. That it feels like this is my calling, even though it seems crazy. So sometimes that's what it looks like. Because we have the answers all the time. They've always been with us. I've worked as a career coach for 6 years, and everyone is lost and they're stuck and they're confused. And they're like, Adam, help me. I have no idea what my life path is. Help me. Tell me what the right career path is for me. And I don't do that, because I don't have the answers. I am not in their heart and soul, receiving these messages and intuitions and guidance from the universe and life itself. So it's recognizing that this is true, that you've been receiving these callings, these urges, these intuitions to do something, out of the ordinary. And it could also be very ordinary too. Like, it doesn't have to mean that you need to become a coach or a healer to help people in order to fulfill your mission. in life as a light worker. Sometimes that is the case. But with a lot of the clients that I've worked with that are HSPs and empaths, they just needed to create a good life and find the happiness that has been lacking. Because another big mission or part of being a light worker is that you're here to spread light. You're here to influence the world and help serve humanity and contribute to the greater good simply by being in a state of high vibration, by being in a greater frequency of love and compassion and empathy and inner peace. There is a map of consciousness that Dr. David Hawkins writes about in his book, Power versus Force. Here is someone who is a psychiatrist, one of the most successful psychiatrists in the country, had the biggest clinical practice, and then he had this enlightenment experience at age 38, went to Sedona, Arizona from New York City to investigate his inner world, ends up doing all this research, writing all these books, and what he concluded was that the best way to serve humanity is to raise your level of consciousness, because we're all connected here. The more light that you carry, the more love in your heart, the more inner peace that you embody, the more it radiates outwards. People feel that, those that you're interacting with, directly and indirectly, and in these ways that you can't even see. It's having a positive impact. So if you're feeling like, I gotta find my mission in life, what am I supposed to do? What is my dream job, ideal career? What is my purpose? Know that sometimes it's got nothing to do with that. That's why so much of my work involves helping people find a career that is aligned with their talents, their interests, their ideal workplace environment, which could look like transitioning from being a management consultant to a product manager. But in the process, doing the inner work that's going to facilitate these changes to go from having a negative outlook on life to a positive one. Feeling very unmotivated to very inspired to start your days because you're engaging in your passion projects again. You're having an active social life again. You're prioritizing health and well-being while at the same time pursuing the ideal version of your life, an inspiring vision for your life. You're pursuing this with vigor because I'm helping you believe that it exists, that it's possible, that you can do it. And yes, all these people report that they want to help others. This is a common thread. So some of them we explore becoming counselors or coaches or whatever, but oftentimes we conclude, again, it's not necessary. They enjoy a good living that the corporate world provides them. They just want a better corporate environment. They want a better boss. They want work that is more dynamic, where they can work more with other people, where they can help people and mentor people. So for some people, it's focusing on becoming a manager so they can embody these leadership qualities and be that amazing manager that we all wish that we had. So that's what's available. And it's really quite simple. Just follow your heart and figure out what career path would allow you to shine. Figure out what kind of a life would allow you to shine, and do the inner work that will allow you to shine, because it's the shining itself that is where the magic is at, right? So I became a coach, and I'm doing work that I'm passionate about that is very aligned with my talents, interest, ideal workplace environment. And yes, I do get to help people, and that's very fulfilling. but I also get to shine. This was the career path for me that would support my greatest ability to shine, to embody this energy, and thereby fulfill my mission in this world. So that's what I want to share with you guys, is if you want to fulfill your mission in life, there are two approaches. One is to figure out, how are you designed? And what is it going to take for you to do what you are designed to do, right? One of my clients, he is designed to be very innovative, to understand and tinker with technology, to work very well with other people, to work in a flexible work environment. And so this is why he's choosing to change his career from a management consultant to a product manager, because this suits his design, which allows him to fulfill his purpose, his mission, which is to contribute to the world in the ways that he is best designed, which feels really good for him. That's exciting. And as a result, his energy just is coming online, and he's brimming with this enthusiasm that he's radiating out into the world to his girlfriend and to his friends and to his business partner and everyone on the street. So this is fulfilling your mission in life. Do whatever you have to do to raise your vibration. This is true for everybody. It's just that if you are a lightworker / HSP / empath, you're going to feel this more acutely. It's going to be more in your awareness. So to satisfy that calling, that urge, forget about the idea of saving the world and starting a nonprofit or this and that. We're all here to play our parts, and collectively we're going to make a huge difference. We already are. But what you have to do is you have to experience your own inner activation. You have to turn your own light on, because maybe your light is off or it's on dim, like mine was for many years. I wasn't doing a damn thing for the world until my mid-30s, and I finally woke up to this realization that, oh my God, what am I doing? I've been living a lie this whole time. No kidding that I was, not doing much. You just have to come to life in the way that you're meant to come to life and play your part happily. And trust me, if you're feeling bad right now and you really want this experience, you don't need that ultimate thing that you might sometimes wonder about. You just need access to a good life, because I swear, as soon as you gain access to that good life, which does not take a lot of time, all these other concerns, they fade away. It's like you intuitively know that it's all good. You're doing your part. There's no more angst or turmoil that's like, I'm not living the life I'm supposed to. Because when you're enjoying a good life, you are. So that's it. If you're interested in learning more about this because you're feeling stuck in your career, feeling lost and confused, you do want to understand what is your mission or purpose in life, what are you here to do professionally, and how can you come alive personally, then check out my website, adamhardt.com. Sign up for my free weekly newsletter to get career tips on all of the ways that I help people make this happen and what it takes. And book a call with me if you're ready to have a conversation, and I'll talk to you about how this works, and we'll understand on a deeper level what's going on for you. How did you get to this point where you're feeling this strong urge to experience more? And what is it going to take for you to get there? How are you going to be able to clear out all of the obstacles so that you can finally just shoot ahead and live this good life that you're truly after? So book a call if you're ready. And of course, hit the like button if you haven't yet, and subscribe to my channel for more free content on how to thrive as an HSP. Thank you so much.